So it is Tuesday, which means we're going to share things that we have used, small pieces of green paper or plastic rectangles in which to acquire. It's a haul. It's a little bit different though, so stay tuned. For those of you who don't know, I'm Aradia, your resident witch and creatrix of Aradia's hand and Danae's divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Tuesdays, I like to do a thing I used to call hauls, but it has since expanded since I have started this, and today we're doing a little bit, one of those expansions. I've done a couple of these this year so far, but as I've gone through, I've been kind of retooling, reworking, and so now we're going to call this our reverse loot list. So it's a bit of an Uno reverse with a loot list. Originally we had the hauls, and that's anytime that I'm buying something from my business, art, supplies, tools, anything magical or intuitive oriented, sometimes just general organizational things, shelves, stationery, whatnot, pens. Yes, so many pens. Those things, but also if I've gotten any happy mail, so whenever somebody sends something to me, I also count donations in there because I do have like some of those to share here and there now and then. But also not last year, but the year before, I added in the loot list. So one of the reasons why I added in the loot list is I found, I was like, you know what, I like making these things, I like using these things, I take inspiration from these things, and some of these things come from my interests, things I like doing, things I appreciate. And I'm like, you know what, maybe I should share those things. Also, let's just be smart about our content creation. So then it became the loot list because I did start collecting things, and some of this is influenced by my studio, me setting up my gaming area, just finally having space to kind of express myself in my own space, and then the time and inkling and inclination otherwise to do so. And then there is the loot list in the opposite direction. So gift giving is something that I love doing. It usually doesn't ever work out at the time of somebody's birthday, at the time of a holiday, if I'm choosing to get somebody something. So my practice, and I know I'm not the only one with this practice, has always been, if I see something and it makes me think of you and I can get it, I go ahead and I do so. If I can't get it, at the very least, I'll tell you about it and say, hey, I was thinking of you. This reminded me of you. I want to share this with you. And so, ta-da, there we go. So, it is now something. So this is the story of this, but in whatever proper order. Boom, dolls. So we've got Rem and Ram, who are these twin sisters from an anime called Re:Zero or Re:Zero, which is what is it? What's the tagline? Starting life in another world. And ooh, director's cut. Fun. So my partner, aka the BaeBean, is a huge fan of this anime. I, as of this recording, haven't seen it, but hopefully by the time I post this, I have, so I have some context. But they do talk about it a lot. I know they have some plushes that they've already seen. No, they already have. And there's only two other dolls in the series so far. Subaru, Natsuki, and Amelia with Puck. But like, these are the ones. These are the ones. Sorry. So I have heard them talk about this. They have, like I said, they have some plushes that are hanging above their desk of them. And I know they just really enjoy and liked, and like, this was something they really enjoyed. So we're out and we're at Second and Charles and we see this little lady, and I was like, well, obviously you need to get it, like, and their initial comment was, well, we got to find this one. And I'm like, that's fair, right? If they're meant to go together, right? And I'm a whole set kind of person myself, so I get it. I don't necessarily want every little piece of everything because, maybe I don't like the whole set, right? But if they're like iconic pieces that go together, yeah, obviously. So We looked all around the store, could not find them. Now, me being the resourceful being that I am, I went and with a very small amount of battery that was on my phone, which is a kind of an integral part of the story. Like, my phone is almost dying. I'm running out of battery. I'm on the phone. I've got the BaeBean with me. The BaeBean's with me. It's around the holidays, so it's probably more crowded than I want it to be. It's, you know, the pop section of like any store usually is always a mess. And it's perfectly chance that I even saw this, because honestly, there's like thousands of these things at this point, right? And they don't have one for every single thing, but like Friends loves Supernatural. And as of this recording, which is December of last year, okay, as of this recording, there are 4 pop dolls that are like coming up of for Supernatural, right? And it's not Sam, Dean, and their dad, and it's not all of the titular characters, and it's not all of even the relevant. There are 4. There is Dean, Crowley's King of Hell, Billy, and Death with a Scythe. That's it. Those 4. Now, are those 4 iconic or special or like meaningful in like a big way where they would be, if you only had to choose 4, those were the 4 that you would choose? I mean, maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but I feel like not having both brothers and their dad, who are like so central to the freaking story, is like a little weird of a choice as far as sharing them, right? Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. And I was like, wait a minute, that is just so weird. That's so weird. So anyway, they just because doesn't mean they always have them. So naturally, my phone is dying. I'm looking at Funko's website, and I'm like, listen, we can get both, because part of the reason to even try to get them at the store was they were having a buy one get one 50% off, which is another reason why their whole display was a mess, because everybody was probably grabbing ones that they had been putting off, or, oh my god, I'm here, so let me get one, and oh hey, it's on sale, so I gotta get 2. So you don't have to get 2, you can get 1. It's just you will save if you do get 2. So if you're going to get 2 and you were going to get 2 and 2 is what you wanted, then this is the time to do it. Yes, but do you have to? No, you don't have to take advantage of the opportunity. But like also, yeah, no, take advantage of the opportunity. 100%, friends. So, we look and we look and we look and we look and we look. We cannot find Ram. We can only find Rem. Now, I just heard something fall, and I am very concerned. Very concerned. Very concerned. Because I am very concerned. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. So, my partner works from home, and I don't. Lucky duck. That's the goal, though. That's like one of the goals, is to be able to do that a little bit, right? Sort of, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, and I just heard something crash, and I'm like, I have an open can of beverage on my desk next to like a lot of papers and a lot of electronics. And please tell me that that didn't just fall. And I don't know whether it did or didn't, but I popped in there. They weren't like gesturing at me and being like, hey, hold on, or anything. So I'm hoping that it's fine and it's just them like making a bunch of noise. So after I'm done with this video, I'm going to pop in there and be like, oh my God, what was that? And probably go over and get the liquid that's on my desk off my desk. Yes. So anyway, y'all, I went and found them, and I found them both, and I put them on my cart, and I said, listen, if we can find both of them here, that's the better deal. We'll have them now. We'll pay less for them. If I got to pay full price for both of them, honestly, it's not a big deal, because I know you really like it. And the thing with it is like, I knew from them talking about it, I know that they like it enough that I know who it was and I've never seen it. So I feel like that's a pretty good sign of saying, hey, you really like this fandom, like you like this thing. So we looked all around. We got a bunch of other ones. We couldn't find it. I said, listen, here's the option. I can get you both at once and be done. I'm going to order them now and we won't have to worry about it. Or you can get you one and we can try to find the other one and pay probably more for both. But you could maybe get them now. And they were like, no. Now, right as I'm making all this decision, my phone dies. So I'm like, that is great. That's fantastic. I love this. I love this so much. Because that's now the running joke between us, is that my phone is always dying because I'm never plugging it in, or it is plugged in, and then I'm sitting there taking off the charger before it's done and then messing with it, and it's like, maybe you should put your phone down. I'm like, this is a valid point. However, I need to do a thing. Let me do a thing first. So the point is, I got them. So I got them actually off Funko's site. So Second and Charles is absolutely a place to go and check them out. But so is like bookstore. So is pretty most retailers who have like toys or collectibles probably have something like this. Ouch. And so yeah, sure. The funny thing is I have, and I'm realizing this now because I just put a bunch of the boxes in my closet. I have so many of these things, and it's funny because I don't really collect things. Like, I have a lot of yarn, and we just won't talk about that. But, like, I don't overly collect things, like, specific things. Like, I have a lot of scented candles because I use them, right? I have a lot of yarn with the intention of using it, right? But I don't just, like, collect things. Like, we're not having, like, a Hummel situation over here, right? My grandmother, my mother's mother, collected them and like actually had the Umbrella Girl, and like I personally think I don't like them. I don't care for them. It's given like weird Cupid doll, right? But it's like a weird, like it's a weird childhood memory. So like there's like a touch of nostalgia, but also no, I don't want that in my house, right? So, or there's other things from my like childhood that I would appreciate, but like it wasn't. I don't even know. Did my grandmother even have an Umbrella Girl? She just want one. I don't even know anymore. And I think anybody who would know is not alive anymore, or we're not speaking, and so it doesn't even freaking matter. And honestly, if I don't have the one that she has, then I don't want one. Right? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, gosh. I don't know. So, yeah. So, there you go. Also, little social experiment I've just done with myself. So, I am on a, hey, let's do all of the recordings because we're having like a decent hair day. And so, whoa, not you. Not you. You are just weird antenna. We're having a decent hair day. I actually tried a new product this morning. And it's funny because a friend was like, hey, I was like, hey, you like this product? And they're like, no, I don't mix my hair feel dry and brittle. It's like a salt water spray, and I'm like, I mean, it's gonna do that. That's like 100% what it's gonna do. Because it's salt water. It's one of the many reasons why you need to rinse off, because it'll dry out your skin and hair if you go to the beach. On top of the whole sand situation and like any residual like suntan, you know, sunscreen, right? Like get all that crap out of your skin. But I'm having a good hair day. I've got like a decent setup now. Like this works. There's actually not a ton of light here, but this works. And I'm just like, you know what? We gotta take what works. So yeah. Because of that, absolutely not. Because of that, I need to take advantage of stuff when I can. But more to the point, I find, and you'll probably have noticed this over the last like several months, 4 to 5 months. I feel like when I do batch recordings and I just do all the batch recordings and do all the drafts, do all the pictures. Actually, it's usually pictures, drafts, recordings, and I do the recording back. I find that each of the recordings is a lot shorter, and it feels very rushed and hurried. And it's usually because I'm trying to hurry up and like make a bunch of content. Like I will have videos that are like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and this right here, because I'm rambling and I'm random and I'm thinking of stuff and ADHD is just all the time. I can like immerse myself in what's happening a little better. So I feel like this is what I need, even though this is not really how I want to do it, because this is going to take so much longer because of all my video. If I have like 10 videos to make. If I have 8 videos and they're each 15 minutes long, that's 2 hours of filming. That's not, we don't edit, let's just not lie here. But that's not any of the drafting, that's not any of the photography, that's not any of the uploading, that's not any of the other parts of this process. But I feel like this is still like a better quality situation, and so this is just what we're gonna have to do. Also, catsuit. And hey, Sarge, if you're out there watching this, I mean, I'm not inviting you to comments. Okay, grain of salt. But you probably can notice the difference between what you've seen and what this is if you watch both. So honorable mention, mid-end of May. I'm gonna have to tell them now. I'm like, oh hey, you got like a passing mention, and they're gonna be like, what? That's it? That's what that was? Specialist? What? I'm like, But that's like who knows? This is like 6 months from now almost. So yeah, that's the thing. But yeah. So so I'm very excited. Now we've gone on this wild freaking tangent. A wild tangent sounds like a video game company? I think it is. Wild tangent sounds like a weird fruit animal hybrid, and I feel like Meg's Mashables needs to make a wild tangent, and it would be like, I don't know, somewhere between an orange with a face, and maybe it was like really cute, but it has like a lot of teeth. Maybe. Maybe. I gotta make notes now. I gotta make notes. I gotta make notes because that's what I gotta do. Wow. Oh my god. Can you tell this is like, no hair clip. Terribly situated because I'm like that cat doing the meme. Cat. Keyboard. It's happening. Okay. Stop it. Don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. By the time this gets posted, these should be in their forever home on my partner's desk. And actually, as soon as I'm done recording, I'm going to gingerly give them to them because they were there, so they are aware that I bought them. And the other reason I did that is because I was like, you know what? I just found like a great gift and I want to beat you to it. It's a weird competition. I'm like, no. I want to do it. You don't get to. I saw it first. It's mine. I did it. So, that said, these have been in my custody for a while. First of all, they knew that I was buying them, and then when I got there, I was like, they're there. You can have them. They're like, no, I can't. you're gonna have to take pictures and do whatever with them. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, no, that's exactly content. Content. It's something I'm sharing. It's part of the props. It's one of the props. It's one of the props. One of the crew, one of the ship. You have to do it. That's just what it's rules. It's against the law if you don't do it. If that means anything to anybody, never mind that. Never mind that. So yeah. So by the time this gets posted, these will be in their forever home. It'd be really cool if there were like more, because technically right now there's also a Rem with a morning star. I don't know what that's all about, but somebody upset her and she is taking action against them, or it, I don't know, but it looks danger. So it looks like I don't want to enter into that conversation with you, ma'am. So maybe they'll have more. I don't know. Although if this one's like out of the picture and there was like some reference about maybe they were like asleep or something, I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's not a real spoiler because I don't know what's going on, because I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. Like why? Like why do we have red eyes and pink hair? What is happening? I don't know. I have no idea. So that said, if you want to see pictures of these things, and frankly they're terrible pictures, I'm gonna try and take one more picture of like this side, maybe. But more to the point, I'm also gonna try and get a picture of them like in their forever home. Let me write myself a note. And the reason I say that is because when I'm going outside and taking pictures of these things like this, oh, see that right there? You can't see anything. What is that? Right? That's better. That's a lot better, but it's like a weird angle for you to look at, friends. This like infinitely easier to see, right? But like I said, if you would like to see pictures, you can scroll into the post below. They're all out of order though. My question for you, I'm not even going to. I'm gonna just like make myself. I'm gonna have to make myself watch these. This is gonna hurt me because it means I'm gonna have to start like I need to plan better. I need to plan better, or I need to start writing these questions down ahead of time. Those are the same thing. So, what is the last thing that you got for somebody else? Let's see. Actually, can we just be like an two and like just do this? Oh, we're shaking the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Because you know what, I didn't plan, and we're just gonna go back to our roots of making notes while we're doing stuff because it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Is any of this polished? No, and it's not going to be because that's just not what we do here. We're gonna make some questions. We're just. Okay. So other questions of, do you have and are you a fan, are you a fan of this anime? What's that? Anime? Are you a fan of this anime or any anime? And do you have anything from this one or any others that you like? Me personally, I'm not really much for anime. I don't hate it. I really like Hellsing. I have zero stuff to include the actual anime from Hellsing with Alucard. I have like nothing, and I'm trying to think. Do I have? I have like some animation, some animated stuff. I like some cartoons and stuff, but I don't really have any what I would call like anime. Yeah, I do want to watch Sailor Moon, just to because I don't know. And I do like all the little different sailors and their little personalities that go with them. Like that sounds fun. I watched all of Hellsing. I have watched the live action version of Death Note. And like Ryuk as, hold on, let me think of his name. I know his name. I know his name. I do. I know his name. I know he plays Osborne. Oh my god, it's right there. I hate when this happens. I could look it up, but I don't want. I want to be stubborn. I want to remember it. Damn it! I did this with somebody's name the other day. I was like, it's a basic name, and I finally remembered it. And it's a friend. It's a very good friend of friend. And White was on the phone with me, and she's like, "That's not a basic name." I'm like, "Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is. It's fine." It's not like, you know, Samantha or Stephanie or Jane or anything like that. It's like a less common name, honestly. But it wasn't like something that doesn't sound like a name, right? It's a name. It's right there. It's right there. Like, so here's the door, and the name is behind the door, and the door is like cracked or not pulled all the way shut. So it's like right, it's very close to my brain. Oh my gosh. I can picture his face too. He plays a great bad guy because he is so kind of alarming, honestly. Anyway, he plays Ryuk, the apple eating demon, if you will. People are gonna come for me in the comments because I probably like messed all of that up like entirely. Willem Dafoe. Win! I win. Screw all y'all. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, that was gonna take me a while. And that's just because I'm like, what is his name? I'm like, he's got very distinct features. He's fantastic as far as like being creepy and off-putting. And yeah, he does the voice, and he's got this like gravelly kind of sound to his voice, and I think it suits the character because it's like, are you trustworthy? Should I listen to what you say? Are you gonna eat my face later? Like, I don't know, but maybe you should think about like making deals with things that you don't understand, right? I think there are lots of I feel like there's lots of stories of humans doing that, and it's like, oh, this was not a good idea, friends. But that's the whole point, right? People don't learn. So, pictures, questions, bloop, links. So, right now, as of this recording, I'm linking to these dolls directly to Funko's website. That doesn't mean that when you see this video, you'll be able to do it. Okay. And I gotta remind people of that because, you know, sometimes I do this batch recording. I record like weeks or months early. So I have content. And I've been really good. Like, I've gotten up to this, like, actually queued. So, like, I can just, like, sit back and not worry about, hey, did you do this? Did you do it? Like, I did do it. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is how we're going to have to do videos from now on. This is terrible. This is going to slow down my process so much. But it's better quality for y'all, so it's worth it. And it's a little more authentic to, like, experiencing my personality, I guess. So there's that. Ooh, candy. So linked below is that. Also links below my websites, my work. Maybe you'll see some art inspired by this series. Maybe you'll get a tour of the studio, the common the common area of working between the two of us, and you'll get to see the interesting differences between our personalities, because it's so funny. We don't like dislike the same things or like the same things. There's like a crossover, but like the crossover element between the two of us is like weird. Like it's not, I don't know. I'm gonna actually get them to weigh in on this, because you know my interpretation of like what's going on is maybe just off. Anyway, stuff, things, yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's another one. Did I use that 10th one? Oh, it's in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at stuff behind the camera. Sorry. Ooh, candy. I eat that candy. I'm gonna go now, though, I think. Oh, no. Wait. Hold. Wait. Announcement. Because okay, I'm gonna look at this because I don't have it written down, but I have my planner right here. Boop. It's not written down yet. Let me see. We're in May, so okay. Because you stayed to the end of this, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to check in with the intentions we set yesterday. Whether it is that public or not, we're going to set them with our intentions and do a little work in progress Wednesday and just check in with whatever is going on. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. So thank you for being here. Thanks for putting up with this nonsense. Thanks for hanging in all of these months with some of these videos being like really short and feeling kind of rushed. Know better, do better. So here we are, doing better because it's a good idea. But other than that, I'm gonna go because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 more videos to try and get done. And what's saving me right now is that it is on the part of the weekend where my partner is working, and so I can just sit out here and go for hours. And the CB's not here, and we're trying to get a hold of stuff because also I'm like trying to clean it up, and there's like a bunch of stuff like around my like recording area where I'm like, hey, you gotta have this out, because object permanence ADHD. If it goes away, you will forget. So okay, bye. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye, and thank you for tuning in, and we will chat tomorrow. Toodles.